My name is Terry Baker, and I love J. Ross TV.
What's up, y'all? This your boy J. Ross hanging out with my cat T, man. He in the loop, hitting with Kirk Franklin tonight. They getting ready to put it down at Friendly Temple. But man, man, this cat here, he been on the grind for years, man. But he done made his mark. He done set the standard, man. So Terry, like, now you, how long you been with Kirk now, man? Cause it's been a minute.
Man, I was just telling, in D.C. we got to have this forum with a lot of the musicians in the city. And I didn't even realize, man, I've been with Kurt for going on 20 years now.
Ain't that
but
something?
I've been in the business now for over 30 years.
Straight.
30 years in this gospel music business.
Man. So how do cats maintain that kind of longevity, man? What did you do, or what do you have to be prepared for in order to stay relevant?
I think sometimes is always keeping your ears open and always pushing yourself and never being intimidated by the next generation. I think a lot of times, players feel like that they have to adapt and make themselves what they see coming up. And sometimes it's really not about that, but it's really just kind of listening and applying some of those techniques to the music, the new music that's coming.
Yeah.
Because musically, a lot of things, it changes, so you should stay relevant to that fact, but you still have to stay true to who you are.
Yeah.
So musically, man, I think keeping your ears open and just keeping music a conversation, I think is the key.
But that seems like that's a real thin line, T, to be relevant, but not to also fall into the trap, or the YouTube trap.
Well, I mean, I think the trap is making yourself or putting yourself in that position to feel like that you have to chase that. As long as you stay true to who you are, I think it's easy. It's an easy process. And I've never tried to be anything but who I am, because that's who God made me. So I got to stay true to what got me to this point. And solid foundation. One of my friends, Titus Robertson, I never forget.
I know,
he used to come to Lexington all the time, and he used to always say, man, he said this quote to me one time. He said, "You got pocket, you got pocket," and he said, man, because like you really kind of set that standard, and you just kind of make music feel good, and I think it's a time and place for everything, that you do, but you have to be. First off, true to the music that you're playing. So the cats that keep the pocket and hold the groove, they're going to be more relevant or have more opportunities than a cat that say just play all over the place. Well, or it depends on the situation. It depends on the situation, because I feel like a lot of players come out of their normal, and when I say that, because not understanding when to use or when to apply that process of coming out and just kind of being a little more aggressive. I think depending on the artist that you're playing for, some artists say, hey, this is really what I'm looking for. And then some say, this is what I want you to be because of the musical style. So you have to understand musically what you're playing and know when to apply that and when not, because sometimes it would get you in trouble more than it does makes you relevant and keeps you working. I think some players, depending on the situation that they're walking into, they understand that this is what they want. And they don't have to change who they are, they just want me to be me. So if I'm that guy, and a lot of times I step outside of that, that's normal for me. But when I walk into other situations, I understand where because I'm here doesn't mean I have to be that guy over here. Sometimes I gotta lay back, come in the pocket, and just give the artist what they want. So it's all of it is really understanding, who you're working for and what the music is calling for.
Yeah. But what about yourself, T? What you got going on? What you want to be doing like in the next 5 years or so?
Well, in the next 5 years, man, I'll say this. There's a lot going on. I just recently moved to Dallas, Texas, family, so I've been there for 3 years at the Potter's House with Bishop Jakes, and that was a move of God, for me and my family. So I'm excited about that. Musically, right now I'm working on a release.
Yes, sir.
That'll be coming out in
Shortly.
No date, huh?
I want, because for me, you know, and the timing of everything, and making sure that what I present is from the heart. I have a lot of different people that's kind of putting music together and have kind of played to what I have laid down to create some magical moments. So I'm excited about that EP that's about to drop soon. So be on the lookout for that.
Well, tell folks, where can they find it at once it's out? What's your how they get at you?
It'll be on all the digital
stuff.
You know.
But what about your website and?
Yep.
Get that information.
All of that stuff, and we have a backline company that we're working on. It's called Baker Man Productions. So
you got irons and a lot of fire, boy. Yeah.
And David Mann Jr. So we got that. That just we've been working now on that for the last 3 months. So that's done. Took off, so we're excited about that. So, and then, you know, just some other little things in the making. I'll say this, man, Dallas has opened up a lot of doors and have really created a lot of friendship and a lot of connections, business wise. You know, Bishop says he always talks about being in the room. And sometimes, you know, since I've been there, you know, sometimes I think the ongoing joke is we almost think that Bishop is in every room, because some of the things that we talk about, it feels like that he like is preaching directly to you. Yeah. So, you know, I've been taking notes of every sermon and all of that stuff, and it's really been a lot of powerful words. And I knew it was God ordained for me to be in Dallas anyway, for, you know, because of how it happened. You know, it was some stuff that I had before God, and within 2 months, you know, the door said it busted wide open.
Praise God, man.
You know, so, you know, I'm excited for this greater season that I'm in.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of stuff coming out. My daughter has a new EP that's about to drop.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so it's a lot happening, man. So I'm excited about this time.
You tell my girl Amber I said what's up,
Absolutely, man.
Hey, y'all, this Terry Baker. Y'all, we in St. Louis. They getting ready to hit tonight. Kirk Franklin live at Friendly Temple, y'all. My boy Terry been looking out for me for years, y'all. So connections and networking pay off, y'all. Just be good, be selfless. This your boy Jay Ross. Well, we 10 million strong and we gone. Peace.